visiting them the first time that they did mushrooms. We were at a friend's house when my brother's girlfriend freaked out and started to cry because she didn't know where the bathroom was. True story. Yes. I ended up angrily driving them home. Sometime later, they insisted to me that I needed to try them, and that she had only had a bad experience because she ate them somewhere where she wasn't familiar with her surroundings. I just needed to do it somewhere comfortable, somewhere known to me. I probably wasn't incredibly difficult to convince. An hour or so into our trip, I thought I was Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. I was experiencing all the moments of my life simultaneously. I was learning how to read, how to ride a bike. I was watching TV with my brother and his girlfriend. I was having a baby. I was on my deathbed. All these things were happening in my mind. In the current reality, I was staring at the TV with this big, creepy grin on my face, not blinking, tears just streaming. Like this. My eyes wide. I turned to see Phil and Liz staring at me from the other couch. "Are you all right?" one of them asked. "I'm so good," I answered. Probably appearing a bit out of my mind. I also had a hallucinogenic epiphany about God and religion. "All reality is what you believe it is," I told myself. "God is real if you just choose to believe it's real." I woke up my roommate at 3 o'clock in the morning, who's actually here, high on mushrooms, to tell her how much I wanted to go to church with her in the morning. When she woke me up at 9 o'clock, rather than tell her that I had been tripping balls when I thought church sounded fun, I got up and I went with her. I came down to an entire congregation of people singing, "Our God is an awesome God!" For my 20th birthday, Dan and Renee were talking, For my 20th birthday, Dan and Renee brought me a giant Disney coloring book, a box of 64 Crayola crayons with a sharpener on the back. Nice. Right. And 3 tabs of LSD. "One for each of us!" they exclaimed. It was at this point that Liz cried. She'd never tried acid before and she really wanted to. She's a fat person. "We only brought enough for the 3 of us," Dan told her. It was a special present. "Well, I've never tried it before, so I probably only need a little. Liz can have half of mine," I suggested. 2 hours later, Dan and Renee were talking about how the carpet was moving and everything had waves, and didn't I see it? "No," I griped, coloring in a poster-sized Little Mermaid picture. I didn't have the visuals or the euphoria, but I did have the inability to sleep, and I stayed up all night angrily coloring. I didn't get the opportunity to try it again until my 27th birthday. By this time, I was living here in Philadelphia. I had reconnected with my friend Crystal, and she heard this story for the first time. "That's terrible," she told me. "Especially because I know you really love it." She had studied psychedelic therapy, and I fancied her to be an expert. So we made plans. She picked me up from work on my birthday and took me to her house. It was already set up with black lights and bubbles and hula hoops and crazy music. The experience was truly incredible. When they say you hallucinate, I didn't see things that weren't there. Things just appeared to move and have shapes I had never noticed. I took a shower and I found myself mesmerized by the water coming out of the shower head. I cried came around and made my way back downstairs to Crystal. She kept me in a very good headspace. "What's your favorite Disney movie?" she asked me. "Hunchback of Notre Dame. Can we sing songs from it?" "Do you want to watch it?" "Yes." "Oh my God, can we?" That's what I said. Her fiance sat in the next room to make sure we stayed out of trouble. I sang and danced my little heart out. When it was over, I took my shirt off and I let Crystal paint me with black light body paint. I ate pineapple, which I've always liked, but this was way better than any pineapple I had ever tasted before. I could feel the juice on my fingertips, and when I bit into it, it ran down my chin. These were all things I had enjoyed anyway, but never appreciated. I had never seen such beauty in the everyday before. The bubbles we blew were blacklight reactive, so when they popped, they left little rings and polka dots all over my skin. When the sensations got to be a little too intense, we went for a walk outside. Just like that, my skin was normal. The night was quiet, street lights and stars lit the neighborhood. We were in disguise as two normal people. And when I felt comfortable and okay with everything again, we walked back into her house, and the black lights illuminated my flesh back to magic. Though most of the high wore off by the morning, LSD makes it difficult to sleep. I didn't have any weed to aid me. Crystal fell asleep around 7 a.m. I took a shower. I laid in the guest room with a hand in her kinetic sand until finally collapsing around 10 a.m. My only disappointment was that I hadn't created anything. Crystal had all this beautiful acid-induced artwork all around the walls of her house, and I had a handful of pink dirt. I pulled out my diary and I tried to get a few words in before finally passing out. All I managed to write down